Hello and welcome to another edition of the Get With It podcast. This is our first podcast of 2022. So happy New Year to everybody. And I have with me a seal. A seal? Did I say it right?
No, that's okay. Asal.
Oh man, a cell. And as everybody knows, I am horrible at the last names. So a cell, say your last name.
Beglinova.
Yeah, see, anybody who's a longtime listener is going to know, like, oh, yeah, there's no way in hell she would have been able to say that. So, all good. So, Acel is originally from Canada, correct? Like you're in, you live in Canada?
So I live in I'm currently Baltimore, Maryland, in the US. So I came here from Canada, but originally I am from Kazakhstan. I moved to Canada when I was like 18 as an international student. I moved from Kazakhstan to Canada and been living in Canada since 2012. And then now I'm in Baltimore, in Maryland, in the US. So participating in Techstars, that's super excited.
Yeah, that's really cool. Was that the first time, like when you moved to Canada, was that like the first snow time you ever saw?
No, not at all. Like in Kazakhstan, we actually have very cold winters. We're very close to Russia, right? So well, Central Asia. So sometimes actually schools were canceled because of that, how extreme it was. But then we'll go like skating and playing, even though it was super cold. So, but we couldn't go to school.
You can go to school, but you could go skating and skiing and all those fun things. Oh yeah. Listen, no different than here, right? Like so I'm in Ohio and shoot girl, they get like an inch or two on the ground and they shut down the schools here. So I'm originally from Michigan and we would have feet, like just tons of snow, and they'd never cancel school. So I'm like, ugh.
But it's all good. It's all good. I love it.
The life. So, okay, so you're in Maryland currently, and this is where you live.
Currently, yes. Maryland, Baltimore. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that's not where your company is, though, right?
Company started in Canada, Toronto, Ontario. So this is where we started, and we launched in March 2021 last year.
In the middle of COVID.
In the middle of COVID, and we just didn't expect that things will go that fast. But I'm super happy and I'm very grateful where we are right now. And very grateful for the opportunity to like participate in Techstars, and they actually invited us here. And we're the only Canadian company actually right now. So
oh, really?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So everybody's probably dying to know what's your company.
Paperstack is a platform that provides financial insights and working capital for e-commerce sellers. So that's what we do. Super excited. It's a growing market, e-commerce, and I feel like it's been so far underserved. And COVID actually accelerated the growth of e-commerce sellers. The number of e-commerce founders just doubled since the beginning of pandemic. So I'm not sure if you've been noticing the trends.
Yeah. Ironically enough, I've had a ton of people who tell me that COVID has only accelerated their business due to the pandemic. They have made lots of advancements in growth because of the pandemic. So tell us more about the inside. How did you get started with this? Like, how did this? I'm always fascinated, like how this kind of like popped in your head, like, hey, I think I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for the question. Regarding the COVID acceleration, I think just COVID was like a chief innovation as accelerated innovation in a lot of companies. schools, every organization had to go digital and so no doubt, everyone got impacted. Regarding our company, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't like what we have now. It's not how we started.
Okay.
Right. And when we launched in the beginning, it was focused on the solopreneurs market, on freelancers, or people who have like side hustles. And we were super excited because my co-founder and me were like freelancing, had the side hustle, and always like had the problems was like bookkeeping and automating these things. So we noticed that a lot of people also struggled with that. But then prior to Techstars, we got accepted into Google Accelerator. And then this is where we came to Google, and they were very supportive and just welcomed us so warmly. And they said, how can we help you? This is where your company is. Guys launched, and then let's take it to the next level. And then my co-founder and me were super excited, like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna change, and we're gonna help all the solopreneurs. This is gonna be fantastic. And this is where like we're super grateful for mentors that we met at Google Accelerator. They said they actually sit down for us, like I don't know how many hours, a lot of hours, a lot of sessions, just like week over week, and sometimes day after day. And when we came up with the decision that we like just overall freelance market is huge. It's really huge, right? And then we went back to our clients and thought, okay, what type of clients actually need our products the most? Like, what type of clients actually have the biggest pain, right? In our case. And then we realized that out of all the clients, they were e-commerce sellers. And then we went back and so wait a minute, why do you need all this reporting? Why do you need all these insights? And it came out to the fact that after many conversations with our customers and just like other e-commerce founders, that they have to make decisions. They have to make decisions about their business. For example, should I be doubling down on ads or not? Should I be launching this new product line or not? Am I profitable or not? What products bring me the most amount of revenue, right? Which one are not? Where does my all money go? It looks like I'm making some money, but at the end, am I actually end up making, am I having enough in my pocket or not? Where should I be optimizing? What expenses I should be cutting down? So these are the questions they brought up to us. And then we took it back, which I'm super grateful for our customers just being super honest, super open. And that helped us to build those insights. And then what we would do is we will work side by side with Google and our customers. And then we'll work with them and we show different insights and financial insights and say, was it helpful or was not helpful? Did this pie chart actually change your life or not? And this is how we developed our product.
Gotcha. Wow. So lots of collaboration there. So how did Google Accelerator, did you reach out to them? They reach out to you? How do you get a relationship like that?
Thank you so much. So Google Accelerator is, funny enough, I've been always following Google, like just like the company. I just admired the culture, what they do, and like different products they have. And there was an announcement of Ashley Francisco that she's going to be in Google and building this ecosystem, the startup ecosystem. So I added her on LinkedIn, but I never messaged her. I was like, there is no way. And I didn't have a company at that time. I was just like, maybe one day it will happen. But I never even dared to say, hey, Ashley, this is cool. Let's chat. I'm curious. No, never. And then when we started working at PaperStack, I was connecting with a lot of entrepreneurs who are going through the same stage, but also with entrepreneurs who are 2 to 3 steps ahead of me. So I'll ask them like, hey, how is it going? And they will mentor me or share things that worked for them or didn't work for them. And one of the startup founders that was really helping me out and mentoring me is Julie. And Julie went through Google Accelerate, and she would tell me like, hey, this what worked for me, this is what didn't, these are the programs that I really enjoyed, these are the people who really helped me out. So like I would learn so much from her. She'll go through all this hassle and then she'll bring me like a blueprint, this is what I've done and everything. So I'm super grateful. And like at that time, her Google program ended and everything, and it wasn't opening. But then I think after a couple of months, they opened the application process. It's called for women founders, and Julie tagged me on their post. And it was something like about like hustlers and so on. And then she tagged me saying like, hey, like tagging Asel has a hustle or got the hustle or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, they're open. She was like, yeah, you should apply SAP. So with her encouragement and actually push saying like, do it, SAP, I just did it and it worked, which I'm very, very grateful.
Oh my God, wow. It's truly the people you know. It really comes down to the people you know and like your network. And
it's definitely people, it's definitely, I always encourage entrepreneurs who are like starting out or thinking or even way ahead of me, like just connect with others, learn from them, share what worked for you, share what didn't work for you. So I think we will grow by helping each other and lifting each other. So, and that's why I'm very thankful for all my mentors and everyone who helped me out on this journey.
that's great. That's awesome. So now explain Techstars.
Also, yeah, Techstars is everybody, all the if entrepreneurs are listening to me, I would also encourage to check out Techstars program, one of the prestigious accelerator that will just has like a massive global network. Like there's a Techstars New York, there's Techstars Toronto, there's Techstars Dubai, Techstars Berlin. I don't know, like there's so many of them, and they have like their network has, I think, over 2,500 investors just on their network. So, and they have different programs like Techstars for fintech, Techstars for like, depending on the verticals and so. So I would definitely encourage, it just gives you a massive, massive support, mentorship, community, and really accelerates your business. So once like each class gets selected like 12 companies, and then 12 companies get into this intensive program. Like Techstars has like start date and end date. It's usually 12 weeks. And then there's a program that you follow. Of course, there's an introduction, orientation. There is something called like a mentor madness, for example, in Techstars, where you just get introduced to like over 50 to 100 mentors, and you will meet them for 20 minutes, like from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there's going to be like 2 weeks of mentor madness usually. You just meet rapidly so many people, and they'll give you like rapid feedback. And out of those like 50 or 100 mentors you meet, you kind of like both, like I think there's a match between you and lead mentors, and then you will get paired to lead mentors who will help you throughout the program. But also after the mentor madness, there's at the end of the program, we'll have like a demo day. And now there's like, we have like 4 weeks until the demo day, which is a huge, huge day for us. It's the day when it's a huge event where Techstars organizes, and then we have to present what we've done throughout this 12 weeks to Techstars. And usually on this event, a lot of investors, advisors, entrepreneurs, just like people in the tech ecosystem will get invited, and we just have to show what we've done so far. So it's a big day.
And then when you demo, does that mean like people will like buy your company or support, or is it more of like, I'm going to endorse your product?
Thing. Some people will find it as a business development opportunity. Some people will find investment opportunity. Maybe you'll meet some investors who would be like, hey, you are looking at something interesting. Do you want to chat? Right. Some people might even find potential partnerships or new talents to the team. That's also an
Oh,
opportunity. So
okay.
you never know. You never know.
It just provides a wide range of opportunities for your, okay. When is yours?
24th of February.
Oh man, you're coming down to the wire.
I know it time flies so fast. I felt like we just recently started this program, and then it's already 4 weeks, and we're like, oh my god, there's so much I have to do, but we're super excited. It's just like I'm super excited, and I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. Our managing director Monica and our investment principal Ramsey, I know they're just like right now putting all their heart, and 24/7 they're thinking about how to make it like really successful, and I'm very thankful.
How many people do you have like working for you? Like in
Right,
your company?
in PaperStack, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We have 12 people, 12 talented, smart, very kind individuals that just believed in PaperStack and joined. And then I'm very grateful for them to actually the fact that they decided to dedicate their time and energy to PaperStack. Because they could have gone to other companies, right? There's so many companies right now hiring. There's so many big tech companies that could just offer them huge bonuses, signing bonuses, and crazy benefits and crazy salary. And the fact that they said no to those opportunities and decided to join PaperStack, I'm very grateful.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Sounds like you have a really good team. Um, so do you have like on your team, do you have like a marketing person that helps with your marketing, or is it like just developers? It sounded like you had a managing director.
So we have different roles. So first of all, I have a co-founder, I have a rock star co-founder. His name is Vadim Lidic. He is an amazing human. I'm super lucky. I would have not been able to do PaperStack by myself, like definitely no. He is a talented also engineer. So also in our team we have other engineers that he was able to attract. We have social media marketing person. Please check out our TikTok and Instagram. I know he's trying really, really hard. We have business development. Yep.
Ooh, TikTok, eh?
Yes, TikTok, and we're experimenting still. But I really like that how much of work he's putting on. We're experimenting again along with TikTok, Instagram Reels. Those algorithms sometimes are ruthless.
That's cool. You're appealing to your audience, right? Young entrepreneurs. Um, so
Yes,
that's your audience, right?
absolutely. Yes, we want to make sure people enjoy our content. So sometimes we put some funny videos, sometimes we put something educational, something to share. Like we're experimenting again. We're in this like stage where we're trying to see what works the best and what our audience like the most. But we're being super patient. We know that things will just not come crazy overnight. It's gonna be a lot of work. And yes, so
That's cool. That's really cool. So now then, what is so let's just go short term here for a minute.
mhm.
What is the ultimate awesome thing that could come out of demo day for you in PaperStack?
Well, there's of course like the opportunities and possibilities are endless. Like you never know who knows who and who will meet. But at the same time, we don't want to put all the eggs in one basket and just hoping that demo day will solve everything that we're looking for. So we're working hard prior to demo day, meeting a lot of people who will actually come to demo day. So showing them our product, what we're all working on, and also getting their feedback and advice how we can make it better. Absolutely, like by end of demo day, hopefully we'll meet some investors, strategic investors, who would not just want to put their capital but also support us from the advice and mentorship perspective, maybe make some valuable introductions for us that will help us move the company forward. So this is one of the hopes we have. We also would like to open up ourselves to the world and see maybe there's a potential partnership opportunity that we're just not seeing, and there's somebody who will come say, hey, you know what, we actually could work together. This is the things we could do. This is actually something that Techstars has been doing extremely well. With their huge network, we were able to meet so many different people that were just like super open to meet. Sometimes not just necessarily like just to close the deal or sign that partnership, but also just give advice and saying like, hey, this is what usually worked for me. And they're just very open-minded. There's Techstars has this motto, I will say, like give first. And even if you reach out to somebody who not like who are Techstars alumni, so they went through the program even like 5-7 years ago, and you reach out to them saying like, hey, currently Techstars, I know you went to Techstars in LA like in this year, do you mind like jumping on a call with me? They'll do it most likely, like 9 out of 10. So their community just lifts up each other, and we're just super lucky to be here.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So now then, what would be like your goal, say 5 years from now?
Oh, this is just like me dreaming super big.
Yep, super big.
I could say like, hey, we want to have like X amount of revenue, X amount of like investments, funded and everything. But most importantly, I think we want to create stories, success stories of our customers. Like that will be so rewarding for us. Like saying like, hey, before PaperStack, my store was doing this, but now because you guys been helping me so much, I was able to grow it or to optimize it to work less, but also make so much money or so, like just be part of their growth, or they were able to grow their revenue with us, grow their company. That would be awesome. In 5 years, I would also love to see our team growing. And in 5 years, we will learn so much. I'm sure like where we are right now, the amount of knowledge and experience we have, it will in 5 years, it will just be escalating so much because we will go through so much ups and downs, to be honest with you. It's not going to be all the time wins. And I hope we'll still stay together, and it will just make us so much stronger.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, could you imagine, you guys, the 12 of you in 5 years from now, you'll be like taking over the world.
But empowering, helping, and just I guess being still on that mission where we have now, just being part of that growing e-commerce movement. So that's where we'll be. But I really hope that the team will only not I don't want to say discourage, but I just know, and I can talk to so many entrepreneurs where they share their stories, like all the ups and downs. Like today you can have like a huge win, a huge partnership, a huge investment coming in out, and tomorrow things just might change 180 degree. So my hope is that those things will happen for sure. There's like 99% of chance, and I just hope that those things will just make us more stronger. Those no's will just fuel us. They will not put us down, but just make us even want to get there even more.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I know you're really busy being like this big CEO and running this company, but what do you like to do for your free time?
I am not a big CEO, trust me. I'm definitely far from being all cool fancy CEO. Definitely no. I don't do anything fancy. Like recently I've been doing like cold calling, I like honestly there's nothing fancy I do yet, I guess, or so. Maybe there's something in the future that will help me, but free
That's
time.
good because you like literally roll up your sleeves and get down and do the dirty work with your team. So
absolutely,
that's important for a leader.
absolutely. That's actually a lot of fun doing it, and doing it with the team that also likes, having fun doing that too. In my free time, I'm like a normal person. I do I do fun stuff. I do boring stuff too. I like to hang out with my friends. I like to eat pizza and chicken wings sometimes too. I just do normal stuff, honestly. And right now, for example, because we are again the tech stars, we hang out with our class a lot, with each other. So that's been awesome for us to just again, because I was so new to the city, Baltimore, right? So I will just go around the city, try new places, and then just meet new people. Sometimes I would travel around. Like I traveled to Washington recently. So that was pretty cool. I've never been to Washington. I took so many pictures.
Oh, Washington, D.C.?
Yes, I took so many pictures. It's so beautiful there. So yeah, just nothing really crazy. I wish I could say, like I do, I work out a lot, I do this, or yoga or meditation. I try to balance it too, but I also don't mind just, going to a party on Friday or Saturday night and just having a lot of fun.
There you go. Enjoy life, right? You got to enjoy life. So now, is your whole team in Maryland?
No, we're fully remote. We have some people in Toronto. We have somebody in Montreal. We have somebody in Brazil, actually.
Oh, wow.
So like our team is all around the world, and we just hope to grow it even
So
international.
you think that is that a challenge? Being like that for like meetings or collaboration, that kind of thing?
Um, it brings some challenges, of course, because like working in the office, it has its own like vibes, and so you can just like
Mhm.
walk around somebody and not necessarily like work together, but just like build that connection. All
Mhm.
this conversation around like water cooler, there's a
Right.
magic in that too, right? With us, unfortunately, we don't have a water cooler to chat around. We have a Slack channel where we all chat. It brings some challenges too, like time zone and everything. But we've been really learning and trying like build the culture, and the culture that where people feel connected and not afraid to collaborate with each other and just get to know each other. So somebody when a new person join to PaperStack, one thing we've been encouraging is to get to know your team members, even though you don't work on the like, let's say you work in different teams, right? But you're still PaperStack team, so that was part of our onboarding process. So I think that helped us a lot. But again, we're far from perfect. I am sure uh, we'll come up with some new ideas, and so how to make Zoom meetings more fun, or like all these collabs more fun. And there's going to be more challenges, even like growing the team, right? And still keeping that vibe, that energy, because right now we're team of 12, so it's not like super challenging because we're still considered to be a small team. But I'm sure we'll solve it. I
Sure.
just have so much confidence in our team that we'll do it, and I'm sure whoever like when new members will join, they will just welcome with so much warmth and like happiness that this person will feel connected.
You have a lot of positive energy. You'll have no problem with that.
Thank you. Uh,
So, now are you going to stay in Maryland permanently?
I can't really say right now where we're staying, where we're going. I left Toronto. I left Canada. I'm enjoying my time in Baltimore. So right now we just decided to focus on the demo day. That we just said, okay, let's focus on this big day because it's like number one priority right now, and then we'll we'll come up with the location, whether it's maybe Vancouver or Montreal or Canada or Maryland. Like this things, it's not that hard for us. Whether the demo day is like once in a life opportunity for your company. One of my mentors told me like, Asel, this is the guaranteed meeting you have with so many people, and you better be prepared. So that's that's how this person described to me, and I totally get it. So we've been just like hands down focusing on that and making sure we make the most out of the program, and we want to make sure the Techstars will be proud of us as alumni. So
Yeah, I'm sure they will be. That's awesome. That's awesome. So what is the the website just www.paperstack.com?
that's US.
.us.
That US, yes, paperstack.us. Yes, that's our website. I don't know if you want, I can just message you on the link on the chat if it's easier for you.
Yeah, we always like to include like letting people, when we talk on the podcast and they're like, oh, I want to go see where this is at and I want to get more information. So we like to throw that out there. So paperstack.us. And then you said you're on LinkedIn, Instagram. What other social media platforms are you on?
Twitter. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We just recently started the TikTok, and yeah, I think these are the platforms I am right now. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can handle more at this point.
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot.
That's a
So
lot.
that is a lot. So that's awesome. So when you go to demo day
Mhm.
on February 24th,
Mhm.
do you like hear that day, or is it like you present and then you go away and people reach out to you after that?
Well, it's gonna be a live. I think it's gonna be a live event, but it's gonna be depending on the COVID situation in Maryland. So,
Oh yeah.
right. So it's not like there's a lot of some sort of uncertainty that nobody just can control it. But if it's gonna be live, we're gonna be on some sort of like a stage or so, where we'll present on this big screen, and I just have to show, like, we'll have to like show the results and tell about our company. But then I'm sure, from what I know so far, there will be also a chance to join virtually to the event, maybe through YouTube, I think. But it's gonna be free; anybody can join and watch. And if people are curious about just how demo day overall works and how it looks like, there's a ton of videos on YouTube, like from like even previous years, how it's been done, even pre-COVID. But now they added this virtual option as well. But again, we don't know, right, how it's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be fully virtual. That's actually also possible, if COVID numbers will just go crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not, because I'm assuming being in person has a really the energy would be pretty much unexplainable, I feel.
I just think, yeah, I think so too. But also, like, people missed it. People missed that real
They do.
connection and just like shaking hands and so. But I don't know how people will be comfortable now with shaking hands. But like, yes, I think people are tired. Maybe something like on the Zoom and all this online conferences, endless meetings and so, and they just want to see each other now in person. That's so far the vibe that I'm getting from people, and hopefully we would be able to make it happen. But anyways, I think whether it's in person, whether it's in virtual, it's gonna be awesome. I have a lot of faith.
I do too. I have a lot of faith in you, that's for sure. I think you're gonna nail it, girl.
Thank
So
you.
that is awesome. Well, I'm not going to hold you up because you're a busy, busy lady, and you probably need rest. No, you're going to rest on February 25th, right? The day
I
after. Big old
but
spa day. That's what you should do.
I think I'll just go for like a really long nap after that.
There you go.
But Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. And feel free, if somebody's listening and wants to connect with me on LinkedIn or other social media, feel free to DM. I'm always open.
All right, we're very excited for you, and I'm going to connect with you so that you can keep me updated on your success. I'm very excited for you, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for you for
Thank you.
February
Thank you. It's been a
24th.
pleasure. It's
It
been
has
a
been
pleasure.
awesome. You are awesome. I love your energy. So, good luck on the 24th, and I look forward to hearing how it goes.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you.